So this here is the new wireless micro from RØDE, a 2 microphone and 1 receiver setup for use with mobile phones. Now RØDE sent me this set early so I could get my hands on it and put together a video, which I hasten to add they've had no input in whatsoever. They're also not paying me cash to do this, but I don't have to return it, so these are mine to keep, which doesn't help pay the bills, but it is kind of a payment. But cutting to the chase, what are they really like? Well, obviously they're small, hence the name micro, and I love that they are specifically designed for use with mobile phones, because I do use mine a lot when I'm outside filming content, but that's when I'm out and about, not sat in the comfort of my office that has sound panels and tiles to help give me the best audio. Now, guaranteed 100% of the time I'd use these is when I'm away from my office, and a lot of the time outdoors. And no matter how much marketing hype, when you are out and about, you do need to have additional microphones to use with your phone. One reason for which my friend Brian demonstrates here so incredibly well during the recent Storm Bert that we had here in the UK.
Getting battered by the wind, probably very difficult to move.
And obviously if you are filming outside, any slight breeze you're going to hear it on the microphones, so you need to have one of those windshields, and these come provided with 2 windshields, 1 for each of the microphones. Now when it comes to connecting this to your phone, it couldn't be easier. There's no wires needed. Literally take out the receiver, and depending on whether or not you've got a phone, an old iPhone with a lightning connector or something with a USB-C connector, you put that into the bottom of the camera and you'll see that you get 2 green flashing lights, and they correspond to each of the transmitters. Then when you take out one of the transmitters from the charging case, give it a second or 2, you'll notice then that the light will go solid green, meaning it's connected. It is as simple as that. Now when it comes to battery life, each of the actual microphones, once they've been charged, will give you 7 hours of use, but the charging case, this also obviously charges them up, and this can hold enough for 2 recharges of the microphones, so each of them will get an additional 14 hours, meaning that when you come out with this bit of kit, you have potentially 21 hours of recording. Now these microphones also come with something called intelligent gain assist technology built into it, which means that it automatically adjusts the volume levels of the microphones as the audio is going in, so you don't have to worry about it being too quiet or too loud. Automatically sorts it out for you. Now when it comes to wearing the microphone, RØDE have pretty much thought of everything, because each of the microphones has a built-in clip, so you can kind of squeeze it to open it up and slide it onto some of your clothing. But if you're not wearing something that's got like a lapel or a separating part in your jacket, let's say, they've also got a magnet on the back, so you could put the magnet on the inside of your clothing and then put the microphone on the outside, anywhere on it. And because as well these microphones are omnidirectional, you could also, if you're wearing a cap, you could also wear it on the cap. So there's pretty much anywhere that you could wear it. So thinking about how you can wear it, there's no excuse for ever holding it in your hand.
Please, for the love of God, stop doing this.
Now one thing I couldn't find anywhere in any of the documentation was how far you can use the microphones from the receiver. But just doing a simple test like this seems like quite a distance. Oh, and also these microphones are splash proof, which is probably just as well considering where we are and what the weather's like at the moment. And that brings me just to the only criticism I have about these microphones. It's not, I guess it's not really a criticism, it's more of a wish list for version 2.0, because obviously these come with the provided charging case, which is the holding case as well, where inside of this you have both transmitters and the receiver, but there's nowhere to fit the windshield. So although this is really convenient just to put into your pocket, most times I'm going to come outside, so I've also got to remember to take the windshields out. So if there was some way, RØDE, you could incorporate it that we can keep the windshields in this as well, that would be perfect. But I appreciate that's not going to be easy, because we start incorporating them into here. This is going to be bigger, it's not so portable, but I don't know. That's the only thing I can really think of that is a wish list for this. So genuinely, I really like these. They're obviously super portable and convenient, and the sound quality is really good. But I'm not so sure though that Rode would be overly impressed that I'm having to keep them and the windshields all together in a spare DJI pouch that I have. Price-wise, at the time of recording this, they'll set you back around £134, which I think is actually a fair price for what you're getting. They're also available in white, but at the time of recording this, there's a wait list. So there you go, a great piece of kit and well worth it if you record content using your phone and maybe do live broadcasts too. I will definitely be getting a lot of use out of them. Oh, and one more thing to mention. Throughout this video, you'll have seen in the top left-hand corner some text telling you what was used to record the video and audio. The audio was obviously done using the wireless micro, but the video was with the Rode Capture app. Now, the wireless micro can be used with any app that you choose, but I really like using the Rode Capture app, unsurprisingly made by Rode. It's free and has lots of features, but my favourite being that you can record using the front and back cameras in either vertical or horizontal orientation at the same time, and have it as either a split view or picture in picture, and the resulting videos can be merged or separate depending on what you want to do.